quickly here. So the Annie played in a way that really accentuated their team style because he wasn't necessarily the star here, but he does neutralize the enemy win conditions and make sure that like he protects his Jinx till the end of the game, till the game is won. So you can see he goes for E start. That way, anytime Galio trades on him, he's actually losing more HP. And that means that at level 2, he's going to have his stun up. Already doesn't feel like he needs this crutch of starting Q in order to last hit. But see, Galio jumps on him, presses E. If Galio actually hit him, he'd take more damage back. Also, with First Strike, the interaction with Annie, when you press E, if somebody does damage to you, your damage actually applies first. This game and more being streamed over on my Twitch. Submit your games in my Discord for review. See, hits 2, immediately just chunks him. Galio is now really overextended with no HP. Already a really good lane for Annie. And the wave is frozen for her. Just based off of Galio's Galio's early shoving there, this is like a really bad lane condition for Galio now. He doesn't want to walk the same exact direction, but he did want to mark the Galio there. Recognizes that Poppy's not really that much in danger, and if she was, he wouldn't be able to get there in time. And he's got this huge wave building for Galio, so Galio would lose out on too much going and following. Now Galio's in a really bad situation, and he's just going to try and get this wave crashed. Galio can't stay at this HP, or it's very easy for Annie to possibly kill him. He's trying to get his wave shoved out as fast as possible. Here comes Poppy though, and Poppy has a really easy time ganking Galio, so Galio is really screwed. Yep. The Galio probably should have died, but unfortunately, a little bit of misplay, he gets away. Wanted to make sure that he had a good buy for his recall, and then make sure that he didn't miss out on any XP. And the wave is nice and frozen for him. There's nothing Galio can really do. Anytime Galio wants to do something, Annie's just going to press E and get her first strike off. Now, Galio has really good wave clear, you can see with this Q here, so it's really hard for Annie to out-shove him. He's just trying to make sure that he can get good trades off on Galio anytime that he tries. And he has a good ultimate there to actually save her life. Builds up the stun really quickly and drops it, stopping Pyke from landing that Q. And he finds himself in a good roam timer because bot looks like red team are looking to make a bot lane play. He wants to be there for it because Galio can really easily turn those around. Galio does something really stupid, which he does. They're just gonna collect a free kill. You can see that Bob, or the Annie was already walking towards mid lane, but then he turned around because Galio was about to make a really weird play. Getting his wave cleared, making sure that he gets it shoved. He's going to try and get his reset off. Galio's got superior wave clears, so Annie unfortunately has to play catch up. His jungler's on the dragon, so he wants to kind of protect him, but as long as whenever he recognizes that Galio's no longer here. Oh, actually TP's top lane looks like to try and cover a dive attempt on the Gragas, making sure try to protect his top laner, and then Graves makes a huge grief play, so it makes a really good like protection TP there to save his top laner from getting Dovin. Makes it back mid lane before he really loses too much too. Now Galio's caught out of position. Doesn't have really anywhere to go. Now that he has blue buff, there's not really much of a reason for him to recall unless he can complete something really big for him. Looks like he's going Ludens. So doesn't really need to go to recall just yet. Make sure that he uses that blue buff advantage that he's got. Ooh. Does actually zoom in there, so you can see the enemy team. Let's actually take a look at that because that was a really important thing, I think. So, enemy team actually place a ward on the lantern here, but how he clicks it is he zooms in, and you can actually zoom in like this and click the ward. So he does that, and that saves his life. Or at least so far. They still might get a catch. Actually turns it around with a really good ult. Doesn't even need to use his flash. You can see holds his flash up until here. So because of he missed the recall window where it was the wave was right here, he's gonna stay and he's gonna make sure he gets this shoved.
Shut down.
Has really good positioning. Looks like he got Leandri's. Has really good positioning and always is making sure that he's standing in a really optimal spot. Sees them bot lane, but he can't get there already. It looks like they're just turning around on their own, so he's just gonna take his turret mid. Really playing in a way that like he's drawing a lot of pressure from the enemy team, but not dying for it, which is just giving his team a lot of opportunity to get pressure across the map. What's up, Wizardess Stacy?
Killing spree. Killing spree.
Now he's going bot lane because he's got TP up. Probably was hoping that he was going to be matching the Tryndamere, which is lucky he is. Because Gragas can't deal with the Tryndamere at this point in time, but Annie has a little bit of an easier time dealing with him. Using his first strike money, looking to see if he can burn the Tryndamere ult anytime, because he does have that kind of damage that he can burn Tryndamere, pressure Tryndamere, so that way he's not really getting anything off of it, off of his advantage that he accrued in lane. If Tryndamere's always in a range where he can't use his ultimate, then Annie's not really ever in kill range. Spots it looks like a team fight coming mid. Already has stun charged up. Looks like he could just come in here and probably make a good play. Cover his team. Galio's coming in. Tibbers' ult is usually really low cooldown, but I don't think he has it up just yet. Now he has to reset. Somebody's got to go to the Tryndamere. You leave Tryndamere for a second, he takes a whole turret.
Red team's
So
turret has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
you can see he's trying to play on the far side of the lane, just so that way, if Tryndamere goes for him like he is right now, he's got a lot more ample time to try and run away. But fortunately, it's not enough.
Unstoppable.
Tibbers is trying his best, but that ghost being extended after the kill is too much for him. Now he wants to play on the far side of the map once again because Dragon is about to spawn and he has TP up. They spot their enemy jungler on the tops of the map, so they kind of know that that dragon should be free. He's not really in a position to contest it, but he doesn't want to let this wave hit the turret. Trying not to show until something's going on here. Sniffing out possibly a catch. Does have Tibbers up. Probably flash Tibbers. Collecting their soul point. And being on the side of the map where the Tryndamere is, so that way he doesn't take another turret. Hopefully somebody's going to go match him. Looks like Graves might be a little bit tilted because he just keeps shoving this top lane in instead of playing around his team. Look, he might be giving up a free Baron here. Yeah, just based off people being out of position, the red team picks up a free Baron. They're way overextended here. Not really a play for them to be made. You see, he's eating the Jinx here, giving her all the movement speed she needs. And they just absolutely mop the floor with him here. This is a Penta. Yep.
Red team pentakill.
Doesn't really need to be there for his mid lane for his team to get the mid lane inhibitor. Recognizes that, recalls, goes top lane where he can collect the last outer turret for blue team.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
He's sniffing something. Felt like the enemy team could have collapsed on him. Didn't see any of them on bot lane. Didn't see any of them on any vision really. So he backed up just in case. Picked up another needlessly large rod. Now he still can't really deal with Tryndamere. Or Tryndamere can kill him. Just unfortunate timing, but Tryndamere does go down afterwards to the Jinx, so. It's hard to deal with Tryndamere. He's a very one-dimensional champion.
Blue team's turret has
When he's this far ahead, he just gets to do whatever he wants, but you can see his team has just collected 3 turrets in the top side in the meanwhile while Tryndamere was down. Without Tryndamere, the enemy team can't really do anything. TP's in looking for a game-ending play here. About to have Tibbers up too, so they could just end. But possibly another Penta here. It looks like 2 Pentas. Yeah.
red team pentakill. Ace.
And another cleanly played game by Robbie Bob. The Annie doing exactly what he's supposed to. Join my Discord and submit your games for the next VOD review.